Thank you so much for clicking on another video from me here on YouTube. This is strictly laps from Thunder Valley, Lakewood, Colorado, the Pro AMA National Track. This is the series that is backed by popular demand, also known as a poll I ran on Twitter that about 74% of people said they still wanted to see these videos. Anyway, in this video I pull on the track behind Jack. He is 321 on the YZ85. It's actually a super mini. I think he told me it was 114cc. I don't exactly remember, but he was ripping. This was right after they prepped the track. They prep it halfway through the day. There were a ton of people on it, so already got really rutted up right off the bat. But pull on behind Jack and have some fun spinning some laps. So this is just a series where you watch me do laps. It's strictly laps. It's just like it sounds. So you put 2 and 2 together, you put 1 and 1 together. What do you get? You get strictly laps. So that's what you're viewing now. I don't know if I'm going to talk over the whole thing, but we'll see how it gets. So got some ruts there. You got the road jump. This is you saw him huck it on that super mini. Most of the jumps on Thunder Valley, they're actually pretty easy, even the bigger ones, simply because they build the faces so nicely. It's a pro facility, you know, it's where the actual AMA pro racers race at. So the jump faces are really nice. They throw you really well. Like every jump on this track I've done on the 125. The booter I cased a little bit, I'll admit, but I've still done every jump. Except for this one we're coming up to right here. I've hit this one on the 450, but I think only 1 or 2 people were hitting it all day, and I wasn't one of them on this day. So you won't see me hit that, but easier to just grab the inside there and use that 450 power to make the move on Jack. He was riding great, but pretty hard for someone to, that guy almost came over on me. Pretty hard for someone on a smaller bike to keep up with a 450 on those straightaways, so nothing wrong there. But yeah, all in all, pretty good riding. If you didn't watch any of my day with DeeOs, you might be saying, whoa, DeeO, what kind of gear is that? That's some Thor gear from about 5 or so years ago. My FXR jerseys are lost in the mail right now. I'm hoping to get them back sometime early this week. And of course it had to happen when Monday is President's Day, the day that I'm recording this. There I go off the track. That was kind of sketchy a lot. There's a lot of stuff that you don't want to hit off the track right there, and took a poor line and almost had to pay big for it, so I'm glad I didn't. But when I lose my mail at USPS, of course, it's when Monday, the day I'm recording this, is President's Day, so it's pushing it back even another day. I'm just hoping to get my jerseys back sometime this week, but whatever. For the time being, I was like, whatever, I'm going to wear this old Thor gear rather than wear some of my Alias stuff. I thought it'd be kind of cool to just wear this old Thor gear that I never really got a ton of use out of. And now it turns out everyone loves this Thor gear and wants me to wear it more, which I'm not going to, but there's a huge hole in the pants. You know, I'm contracted with FXR. This was just, I had to wear something, you know. Anyway, coming around back up the start straight here. Really high speed start straight, high speed part of the track. The weird thing is, well, it's not really weird, but if you've ever used a GoPro, any type of GoPro, any type of helmet camera, you watch the footage back and it's like, man, I'm going slow. What's my deal? Why am I like coasting around half the track? Why am I not charging these corners? There's tons of things you start to question yourself about, but in the end it just boils down to you were riding how you were riding, and then it's really easy to go back and judge the GoPro. And what's even easier to judge than your own footage is someone else's. So as you guys are watching this and you're like, what the hell are you doing, DeeO? Why are you going so slow? Keep in mind this is an open practice. Anyone at all at the track was allowed on the track at this time, and keep track of how many times I get past and how many times I pass other people, and then just think to yourself, okay, maybe he wasn't going that slow. I'm obviously, no way am I saying I was the fastest dude there. That would be a downright lie to you guys, and I would never lie to you. But I wasn't the slowest guy either. So watching it back, I actually watched all the laps before I recorded this, and I was like, damn, man, what was I doing? Especially with this stock pipe on the bike right now, it's so quiet. Half the time I feel like I'm just riding around like in neutral, just rolling around the track. It's really weird. So it's nice to watch, but at the same time I'm like, damn, I want to be at Aztec. I'm so used to being at Aztec. I want to be at Thunder Valley right now and prove to myself that, you know, I can hit that corner faster. I can do this better. I almost go off the track in the same spot again, go through the goop there. But it's like I'm just aggravating myself when I watch this. Poor guy pushing the bike off the track there. Not sure exactly what happened, but he looked like he was fine, so I wasn't going to stop for him. I'll stop when people are like down over blind jumps or blind corners, or if they're like stuck with their bike and stuff. But when it's a situation like that, it's like he was fine. He didn't need my help, and there's tons of other people too. And he was right next to the pits. But this is the new section. I actually enjoy that a lot. It cuts down the lap times a lot because it doesn't veer back down to the left and down the hill and back up. It just turns real hard there, as you can see, so it's going to cut down the pro lap times a lot. And then they took away the rollers there, so I'm assuming that's where the mechanics area is going to be. Many years ago they had it on the start straight right here, but the start straight didn't used to go behind the starting line, so you hugged on that left side a lot closer. So that's the only area I can even see them possibly having the mechanics area, is the flat straight behind the starting line, which I guess would be an alright place for it, nice and close to the pits too for the mechanics. But I don't know. When we pulled up and paid money, if you watched my day with DeeO, you would have saw this, but the guy was like, oh yeah, we have a new layout over on the south end to be used for the National. So from what he said, it sounds like this is the actual layout for the National. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to be sending this footage over to the MX Simulator guys who create the Race Factory National so that they can get an accurate representation of Lakewood this year. Because last year Lakewood went ahead and changed the track, and the sim track didn't match it, and then this year they're going to change it again, so the sim guys will probably have last year's, and then it still won't match. So hopefully I can help out, and then hopefully they don't decide to change the track again and then I look like a dummy because I had false information. But oh well. This is a really fun little jump. Some people are grabbing the inside line. I don't know what my deal was. I was kind of over jumping it. If I had like kind of clipped it a little bit, I would have been able to grab the inside, but not making excuses, I just didn't make it happen. The booter, I swear they cut down the lip on it. That thing was way easier to clear last time I was there, kind of throwing whips over it. This time it was a lot harder. It wasn't hard, but it was a lot harder to actually get up and over. And I almost feel like maybe going up to Lakewood, it's actually a lower elevation than Aztec. People ask me all the time how it is riding at Lakewood with a higher elevation, but Colorado Springs Aztec is actually higher in elevation. So Lakewood, I gain more power. I'm sure it's a very small amount, but I actually have more power than an Aztec. My main point of what I'm getting with that is at Lakewood there's actually a lot more elevation than Aztec, which I'm sure you could have figured that on your own just watching these videos. But I think I might be able to start, I might actually notice the difference with the pipe. The stock pipe at Lakewood was kind of hindering me, I think. I don't know. I'd like to try both, but I didn't have my pipe there. But in the future, I'm going to definitely switch it out and give it a go. But I think that Lakewood was a track that I could actually tell that the power wasn't quite the same with that stock exhaust. So we have a repack kit for it. We bought that other piece that was missing, so I'm gonna have that pipe ready to go, ready to switch out back and forth. And after riding on the stock one a little bit, kind of learning the bike a bit more, I might try out the Two Brothers Racing one, put it back in, and got a little sketchy through those ruts. I wasn't able to hit that jump. I didn't want to cross right up the face of it, so I just kind of played it safe there. But put the Two Brothers back on and see how I can ride with it. And some of you might be upset about that because you think that the stock pipe sounds better, and what I have to say to you is, why does how my bike sounds in a YouTube video concern you so much? I appreciate you guys watching, of course, it's awesome, but when my pipe, the way my bike sounds because of the pipe, when that like upsets you, like you should probably reevaluate some things in your life. But hey, maybe that's just me getting preachy up here. So I think we still have quite a bit more to go. I think I'm just gonna stop talking here because I'm just rambling, saying dumb shit. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Continue to watch the video. I think I actually got better as the laps went on. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Always love to read your guys' feedback, unless you're just gonna say, hey DeeO, you're slow. And now of course that I said that, someone's gonna comment and say, hey DeeO, you're slow, because they think that's hilarious, which it's not. But hey, you know what, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like that. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button. You know, there's that button too. But until next time guys, as always, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice, and I'll talk to you later.